Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into Motormouth Broadcasting, and welcome into the final round of the High Point IMSA Championship, live from Circuit de la Sarthe here this evening as we go racing around Le Mans for 90 minutes to crown our champions for the final time here in High Point, over here on Motormouth Broadcasting. Hamish Runner here with you alongside Jim Cunningham as we get set for 90 minutes racing around Circuit de la Sarthe. It's a fantastic circuit. It's a fantastic racing facility out in France. World famous, one of the Triple Crown races alongside the Monaco Grand Prix and the Indianapolis 500. Jim, it's fantastic to be at Le Mans once again. It's a world famous racing circuit. One that is probably better for driving than it is for broadcasting, but it is one that will throw out a good heap of tests for these drivers as they get prepared to go racing for an hour and a half here this evening.
Yeah, that's true. Everything that you said is true, and it's good to be back here with you again for our final High Point IMSA Championship broadcast. Um, and of course, I'm having a wee bit of technical difficulties because what would a final event be without a little technical difficulty to go along the way?
I know that exact feeling. I've had that happen to me many times before, Jim. You get to the final round, the whole season's been fine, and you get to the final round, and it's technical difficulties galore.
Which doesn't make any sense because it doesn't. It's classifying drivers as LMP2 drivers when we haven't had an LMP2 driver for basically half
what it
the
is,
season.
Jim. You know what it is?
What's that? It's missing
because the LMP2. It's because the LMP2 championship's already been decided. That's why that's happened. But no, we come into tonight, of course, with champions still to be crowned. GT championships still yet to be classified, as well as GTPs too. Good size field though for Le Mans tonight. The inevitability of the field spread though is an apparent one. Of course, it is Le Mans. Field will begin to spread. The difficulty of Le Mans though is keeping it clean for an hour and a half. Very, very easy to make mistakes around here. Very easy to make mistakes early, and very easy for you to get overrun with yourself when you get too comfortable in your rhythm and you don't maintain the flow state. If you can't maintain flow state and you've been in it for quite a few laps and all of a sudden you break it, that's when the mistake's more than likely going to happen, because all of a sudden you forget where you are, all of a sudden you forget what you've got to do, you miss your brake marker, you miss your turning point, and all hell breaks loose and you make a big mistake. That is the test of Le Mans.
That is indeed. Yes, that is exactly what Le Mans, and that's why it's such a great endurance track, because it beats you down over time. A lap here, not hard at all. It's not hard to be fast here for a lap. But like you said, over the course of an endurance race, and you get lulled in with these long straightaways, and next thing you know, like you said, you miss one of the chicanes, the breaking point, and all of a sudden you're buried in the wall somewhere. So that's that's the beauty of this place. And even at an hour and a half, 90 minutes, it can certainly take a toll on your brain. I've done a lot of races here. I actually like racing here. So, but it can definitely jump up and get you with the monotony of this place for sure.
Well, we're more than likely we're going to be doing roughly 25 to 30 laps tonight. More than likely it is going to be 25 because of the average lap times being around about 3 minutes and 30-ish
pit
seconds.
Stops too, by the way.
Yeah, it'd be 2 pit stops across that. We would expect those 2 pit stops to come at the half an hour mark and the 1 hour mark of this race as well. So to be cut into thirds pretty much, roughly 25 to maybe 27 laps, depending on the rough pace of the GTP field at the front end of town. Of course, the GTDs will be running a hell of a lot slower. On average, they'll be running in the 350s, so they will do less laps than what the prototypes will, but the prototypes will, they'll be able to dictate the amount of laps we are doing this evening.
All right, I have
so
a question.
With 2 pit stops,
I have a question for you real quick. Since we're live and we're trying to fix these technical problems, Donald Powell is driving he's a pro, right? Not a pro.
Donald Powell is a pro.
Okay. And that name that I can't say right there?
Confortion is a pro-am.
Pro-am. Okay.
And Clark is a pro.
And Clark is a pro. All right. Well, there you
go.
So
the other dictation, Jim, that would have actually helped you figure that out as well is just for clarification. If you actually had your I rating set on your timing,
Oh
you could
yeah,
just double
I
back
don't.
on the I rating and it would be able to
Oh,
dictate.
actually, I did have it set, but I did not. I did not pay attention to that.
That's
Okay.
okay.
So
Well, I
anyway,
suppose the big name that we are missing this week is Kane Crawford. There's no Kane Crawford this week in the session. Not racing this week. Jim, you want to give us a little rundown of what happened last time out when we were out at Imola for the second to last round?
I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning, but I'll try. Um, well, to be honest, I don't. I don't really remember. Oh my gosh! Oh,
Okay,
I mean,
Jim. That's
well,
okay.
to be fair, I've probably broadcast 20 races since then, if not more.
20?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. There's days I do 5 races a day sometimes. So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough being me and being old. Oh my goodness! But anyway, qualifying is coming to a halt here. Are wrapping up slowly. Lucia Tosi finished second to Avery Hart. I remember that. We had a good battle. Lucia led most of the race, and then late in the race, Avery Hart passed her, and she finished second. I remember that. In Pro Am. I want to. Oh, Weinrich, of course, as always, basically.
Yep. The man who's going to
Yeah,
win the Pro-Am championship,
yeah,
John Weinrich, of
yes,
course.
yeah.
Yes.
Clearly, he ran away with it. Actually, I believe. And in the GTP cars, Adrian Pueblo was back, which he is here tonight as well. Yeah. Besides that, I'm not sure. I think he won it. To be honest, I don't think Kane was here last week either. In fact, he was not. I'm sure of it. So yeah. But anyway, qualifying looks like it has wrapped up.
Yeah,
Oh no,
there's a
wait a
few
minute. I'm
drivers.
sorry. Landon Stewart in the Acura won
Oh,
last week, and it broke the whole Porsche thing that
I wasn't here, so it didn't happen.
I see. I knew that was coming. I absolutely knew that. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was Landon Stewart. See there, it just takes a little bit sometimes to trigger my memory along the way. But anyway, we'll get rid of this. We're waiting on the session.
So it's like a little brain prodding. There's a couple of cars that are just finishing out their laps, including Daniel Nance, Aaron Ratton as well, Owen Newman, and Adrian Puebla.
It
Just
was good to
finishing out
have
some laps.
Adrian back last week. I missed him this season. He was fun last year. And
Yeah, I mean, a good little, callback to the series as it was, and
yes,
as the series rolls away from Motormouth Broadcasting, of course, we can remember the good times of the series, remember the fun we've had
yes,
across the 2 seasons we've had over these last two
yes.
iRacing seasons, and
Tim Keen's dominance in our first season doing this.
and then his apparent just backstep completely this season as well, which came out of absolute nowhere.
Very strange.
Too, and
Very strange.
very, very strange.
Yes,
Very strange.
the emergence of Kane Crawford, also known as Nevy Thompson. That was
I mean, the big
quite
emergence
humorous.
for him, as Puebla has just gone top of the
Oh, he
timesheets, by the
did.
way, 325.67. Now, the margins are going to be quite a fair bit bigger, of course, tonight because the lap is a lot longer than a regular circuit, of
Yes.
course. I mean, we're up and amongst the 3.5 minutes. There's only 3 racing circuits on iRacing in which it takes you 3.5 minutes to do a lap on a full road course circuit. Those being Shelby Power Motorsports Park, the Nürburgring, and then Le Mans. They are the only 3 circuits in which you're doing over 3 minutes a lap for the full layout of those circuits.
I was going to say
Only one of those, Jim, is a permanent race circuit, and that is Shelby Power Park. The others are actually classified as part street circuits.
the Nürburgring is classified as part street circuit.
It's public road.
Is it?
Yep, it is.
I did not realize
It's
that.
yeah. The Nordschleifer is not dedicated race circuit.
Oh. What part of it is public road? Do you know? That's
part of the Nordschleife. There's parts of the Nordschleife which are public road.
That's very interesting to me.
Yeah, yeah. So when they close it to do racing events or to do track days, they close the road.
Let's see. Well, I guess I was looking at the comments.
Well, we've got Rhiannon in the chat saying kind of rude to take away the most enjoyable part of my Fridays from me. Oh, well, you'll get more in future. I mean, don't worry.
Oh no. Yeah, it's it'll just be a different sort of entertainment.
Yeah,
it'll be the
a little bit different entertainment.
Be the more the oval kind. What?
Well, it's gonna be very very interesting to see what comes for us in 2026. We have got more to come in 2026.
All right,
so much more.
Here we go. We finally got a grid. That was not my fault. That was iRacing being slow there. All right. Except for it's not going to show up because it's a warm up.
We got to wait for the warm up, Jim.
All right,
5 extra minutes. We have to wait for the race to begin.
Let's look at the points then. Let's
have a look at the points. So obviously we know that one championship is already classified. That is the LMP2s at the moment. Kane Crawford leads by 213 points. Can you remind me, Jim, how much is a win worth in this series? Because it was more than 213. Can I remind you?
That's your job.
I don't know what it is, Jim. I just show up and I commentate. That's all I do. But if it's less than 213, then Kane's already won the championship.
No,
and I would assume the reason he didn't race last week is if that's the case. So
actually, no, it's a bunch of points. It's enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because it's 25 points for fastest lap and it's 25 points for pole position, of which Keane didn't get hasn't got the pole position, so there's
he hasn't. Yeah,
but there is enough points available that he could still pass. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yes. And I should know that, but it's a bunch. Well, just look at it this way. Neve Thompson, Kane, has 2,555 points, and we've only had 9 races.
Yeah.
And he wasn't here.
And he's missed one.
And he's missed one, right. So...
so he's been that dominant. I mean, he deserves the championship more than anyone, and the fact that he has missed the last 2 races 100%. Of the season is obviously disappointing. Yeah. If anyone should win the championship, it should be him, based on dominance alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, he literally has won 6 races of the 7 that have.
Well, it's a similar case to Brock Feeney in the supercars, or a similar case to Max Verstappen in Formula One.
In the past, not necessarily this year.
Well, no. This year, Max was the more dominant driver than Lando. He won more races than him this season.
Yes,
Max won the races, but he wasn't the most consistent where Lando was.
Right. Lando had way more second places than anyone else. Is ultimately what won him the championship. But anyway, so I think that is still technically up for grabs if all of a sudden. Tim finds last season's pace,
if he somehow finds a rocket ship in the garage of
in that Porsche unsupported factory Porsche garage now.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's lost pace. It's no longer supported by the factory.
That could be it. All right. So anyway, that's basically that. Well, no, it's really not. You got Mike. Well, it's not really though. Look, Mike Nitti Jr. is in there too, and so is Carlos.
So I'm assuming then is it maybe 300 points for a race win?
Well, it's got to be something close to that, yeah. Yeah.
Well, six wins for Kane Crawford. 7 races counted, 2,555 points.
Right.
A reasonable estimation is it's worth 300 points for a race win.
That's probably
maybe even more.
It is worth, I think, slightly more. But there's 20. Like I said,
300 would be 1,800 points.
2,500 for 25 points for fast lap, 25 points for pole. So that's 50 extra points that can be earned, and we already know he won. He has had 4 poles, so that's another 100 points right there. But so roughly, so it's definitely enough for these guys to pass him. In fact, I would probably go out on a limb and say that if one of these one of these guys that's not in the hunt doesn't win this race, that he is going to get past.
I think more than likely, though, he will be surpassed after tonight, but we will see.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but you got some fast guys. That Landon Stewart dude, he's fast, and he's gonna, he was fast last week. So.
Well, we know Pueblo's got pace as well, but we know that Lamore can claim victims anytime it wishes. For the LMP2s, well, that was already decided weeks ago. That's Daniel Nance's championship that he won. Avery Hart leads by 130 points at the moment over Jacob Gruber. So he is well within chance for Jacob to win the championship. Lucia Tosi's too far away. Yep. She's out. So it's a 2-horse race with the GTD Pro class. Yep. But based on how the championship has been going for Avery, you'd have to argue it is his to lose tonight. He has been ultra dominant this season.
But Gruber's been fast as well.
Good.
And
yes, they have.
Weinrich is 170 points ahead of LePan. LePan had a bad week last week, and Liam Habul is out of the picture as we are now gridding, but we're not in a giant rush because they will do at least a partial pace lap.
They will indeed. So Weinrich as well has, Jason LePan could win, but based on how Weinrich has been going, it is hard to look past him. It is very, very hard to look past him. Also, Jim, the points are actually not up to date. Those are last week's points.
Are they?
I've just checked. Yeah, I've just checked the website for the points. Tim Keane is on 2,642, so he's actually leading the championship.
Wait a minute. How I pulled these up today.
I was checking the standings thing.
I literally went and got them today.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
It must have.
Avery Hart is 205 points ahead of Jacob Gruber.
Well, here, why don't we do this, and then we'll sort that, and because maybe I loaded the wrong ones, but I've got them. So here, we'll cover them. We got plenty of time. Let's go ahead and do.
We have got plenty of time. I mean, it's going to be a half rolling lap for them for the rolling start. Adrian Puebla will start ahead of Landon Stewart on the front row of the grid, ahead of Richard Newman and Tim Keane on the second row. Kenneth Glodden, Aaron Ratton on the third row with Daniel Nance and Wig Santiago ahead of Daniel Baquero and John Voigt for the top 10. Carlos Ruiz will start ahead of Mike Nitti Jr. with John Drennan making up the GTP field. Daniel Pino will start pole for the GTD Pros ahead of Jacob Gruber and Avery Hart. The championship challengers on the second row of the grid. Liam Hubble starts pole for the GTD Pro-Ams ahead of Donald Powell with Lucia Tosi and Alexander Kaforshan for the second portion of, or the 10th row of the grid, but it is technically the third row of the GTDs. Jack Clark, John Weinrich then start ahead of Jason LePen and Christian Ruiz for the top 24 cars on the road, with Chris Coy and Cameron DeMonk ahead of Andrew Davis at the back end of the field. 27 cars, 90 minutes of racing around Circuit de la Sarthe here this evening as we go racing out at Le Mans. Not for 24 hours, but for an hour and a half. For the final time on Motormouth Broadcasting, the High Point Racing IMSA Championship has gone WEC for the final 3 rounds of the season. And it will be a farewell to IMSA Racing, at least for now, on the channel.
Yes, indeed. So where are we at here? All right. So I must have loaded last week's points by accident because I saved this week's points. So we'll cover them during the race at some point.
That's fine. We'll get a chance to cover them.
Oh yeah.
But so to give the update, just to talk about the points for a second, there are 42 points that are separating Tim Keane and Mike Nitti Jr. 42 points to decide the championship of the GTPs. Lights are out, and we're underway out at Le Mans, and it's already struggle street for some of those GTP drivers back there, including Daniel Nance, who's gone round at the final corner. This could be troublesome for those GTDs as they're just entering the final few corners now, the final complex, as Adrian Puebla's gone off, and it's big contact up there as the GTDs get underway. Jacob Gruber has been in a rocket ship off the start line for the GT cars as they have just gotten going again, but it's big damage early in this race.
Now Rattan is off.
It's getting worse and worse. Arian Rattan off the road.
Puebla has
there's
crashed.
a meatball for Becerra as well. Multiple cars. As round goes, I think that was Avery Hartner who's just gone round. So was Donald Powell. What is happening up at turn 1, 2?
They do realize
For these
this is a
cars to be off the
90-minute
road.
race, right?
I don't think they do. I think they think it's a
one-turn race.
Second race.
It ends
90 seconds.
It ends
like
at turn 3.
1 lap.
It's a race to the first chicane. Oh, look at this. They're going side by side into the first chicane there.
So it is big implications for this race with Avery Hart down the order. Jacob Gruber now leads the way. He can still win. He can still win the GTD Pro Championship. He is 205 points adrift of Avery Hart. That's how much is separating them both.
Yeah, well, we'll see. That's a big number to overcome. Avery Hart's going to bounce back. He's going to move back up to the order. So he's got a long time to do it, and he's really fast. He did it last week. He spun and had trouble and then recovered. I do have to say, I love that shot down the what's the name of the straight there? God, my memory's terrible. Anyway, I love that shot of that long straightaway when you see all the GTP cars spread out down there. It's such a great shot.
So to give the update on how many points are worth a race win.
Yes.
It is 350 points for a race win.
So plenty of...
So if Mike Ninney Jr. were to beat Tim Keane, P1 to P2, Mike Ninney would win the championship unless Tim has the fastest lap of the race. That's still the old points.
How is that? I must have clipped.
Hang on, how has Kane Crawford got? How has he got 2,900 points?
See, I pulled this today.
That doesn't make sense because the standings I'm looking at, Jim has got Kane Crawford on 2,555 points in P3.
Yeah, I pulled this today. I know for a fact I did.
Well, something's changed in between then. Yeah. That's fine. I've got it on hand to read out.
Oh, you know what? I read somewhere that Donald Powell posted something about the points were screwed up, and I remember seeing Lucia Tosi say her points were wrong, but she still wasn't going to win the championship, or wasn't likely that she was going to win.
Okay, so there's something's happened in the back end where they misplaced points and stuff like that. Okay, that makes sense. So
but to compound that, I did load last week's points again by accident, so that made it even worse. By the way, I believe Lucia Tosi, speak of the, well, I'm going to call her devil by any means, but I've done that once or twice in my life.
Lava Kittia, you've just called her being off the road prior to now.
Yes. What was her name? What did we come up?
Lava Kittia.
Yes, Lava Kittia. That's right. The Valkyrie. I love that name.
The Valkyrie.
She needs to put that across her windshield banner or something.
Oh yeah. Yep.
She needs to embrace that.
Get a Valkyrie Pegasus on the side of her car as well. Since it is a Porsche, that would work well.
Well, yeah, except for, well, you have to. If she goes into GTP cars, she'll soon be able to drive.
She can still run a Porsche.
She could drive the Valkyrie.
Well, there you go.
It's coming soon.
We're not. Well, hopefully, we're also waiting for the Lamborghini. We know the McLaren's coming in future.
Well, I don't know that the Lamborghini's going to show up, considering it's
they scanned it.
It's not racing anymore, though.
Yeah, but they scanned it.
Well, that doesn't mean it's going to, it's not even on
sorry, Daniel Becerra has gone off the road down at turn 5. So more and more struggle street stuff for them. Landon Stewart's just got to slow down through the first Mulsanne chicane.
So I am going to turn. Well, I'm going to let you keep an eye on the actual live racing right now, and I am going to go back.
We got to see what happened on that one.
Yes.
Up at turn 1, and I think just park a camera there because there's so much that goes on. It is a nuclear war zone up at turn 2, 3. Like, the amount of cars that have been involved up there in an incident on lap 1 alone is ridiculous.
Yes.
At the moment, Owen Newman is running away with the
Running
race
away,
lead at
yeah.
this stage. Landon
let's see.
Stewart, P2, with Tim Keane in P3. Right now, Tim
hold
Keane will be winning the GTP Championship. So Daniel Nance initially goes around at the final corner, and that's fine and dandy. So
that was
he goes
before.
round. Yeah, that was before. But then we kind of have to keep an eye on the front end of town as they run up towards turn 1 and turn 2. So Puebla in the race lead. How does this go about? So does he get turned? He does. He gets knocked around by the Acura of Landon Stewart, and then more cars just pile on in. So it's a struggle street up there for Puebla and Co. And then the GTDs will come through in a moment's time.
Well, I'm going to look at this from a couple different, a couple things that happened. Okay, so.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Becerra actually doored Santiago, and that's how he's gone around.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And then
I mean, it is undoubtedly just struggle street up there.
All right, then
and
we had.
Can we even blame cold tires?
Oh no, we can blame cold brains.
Skill issues.
Not just patience, man. Something that you've been preaching about for 2 seasons. You just don't slam it into the first turn, at Le Mans in a 90-minute race.
Jim, you can preach patience all you like, but without a good nursing staff, they're not going to get tended to.
There you go. So then there was this.
Patience can only go so far, and then this was just wild for DeMonk. Just completely lost it at 1 into the wall. There's already a car off, by the way, prior to that. Turn 2, 3.
Okay, and then we had this.
This is Jack Clark. So that happens. Clark actually got clipped by him.
Yeah.
And that's how he's gone round. So just really just...
Oh, we're not done.
Quite poor for a lap 1 incident, honestly. Donald Powell went around and got self-made mistake. That's not too bad. He just got on the gas a little bit too quickly.
I've done that a few times there.
I know we spoke about yesterday how the Corvette's about to become a rocket ship because of its tyres. Unfortunately, you need to be able to set it up to become a rocket ship. You can't just hop in it and hope it's going to be better.
Right.
You still need to be able to set it up.
And there's A.V. Hart going around in the same spot. Did he get hit? He did not get hit.
No, I believe he did that on his lonesome.
No, I'm saying I just made sure he didn't get clobbered and tear his car up there. Okay, we're still not done. Hold on, folks.
Oh, my God. Liam Habul, I think, has blown his engine possibly. No, he hasn't. He had to slow down. Because I saw smoke coming out the back of his car, but he was locking a brake as he was serving a slowdown down the main straight.
I mean, that's one way to serve it. So did you see Christian Ruiz here? Look at this. I'm going to play it for you one more time. Watch. This one is nasty.
Oh, that's wild.
Yep.
Oh, my God, that is nasty.
No, that car's tore up. That's not good. Okay, we're still not done, folks. And then, we had Lucia Tosi. We saw Tosi spin. I wouldn't exactly call it a wreck. She spun. Yeah. All right. Now, and what happened here? Oh,
DeMonk up at the Porsche Curves.
God, it's like he bounced off the curb. Look.
Yeah, no. He hit the blue wall of death.
Did he?
That blue wall is
did he hit
renowned.
It,
yeah, he did. That wall is renowned.
Oh, he did. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the renowned. It's the wall of champions for Le Mans. That blue wall of death. It is. A lot of drivers' races.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Have been ruined by taking too much speed through there at the Porsche Curves and hitting that blue wall at the Michelin corner. It is.
Oh, now let's see. We got this.
This is Carlos Ruiz.
Yeah. The boss. He hadn't raced, he told me today, in 3 weeks. I knew he wasn't here last week, but I didn't realize he's been gone for 3 weeks.
You run it off track and into the sand trap.
Yeah, well, that's not the worst thing that's ever happened at Le Mans for sure.
New fastest lap, by the way, for Owen Newman. 3:27.37 is the fastest lap of the race now. We are 10.5 minutes in. Lap 4.
It took 10 minutes for me to go through all the wrecks on the first lap. Okay, that's good stuff. Sorry.
It's a long lap. A lot can happen.
A lot did happen. Holy cow, man. All
So at
right.
the moment, though, Tim Keane is being put under pressure here by Landon Stewart. He has now made his way past Landon, though, and is trying to chase down the race leader, Owen Newman. There's a 6-second gap separating them now. Owen has just set another fastest lap of the race, by the way, 3:27.04. Keane was 0.3 of a second slower than him on that last lap by. Stewart's, though, putting some pressure on the Porsche. And the current champion-elect of Tim Keane hasn't had a champion season, though, has Tim, it must be said. Probably saved by the fact that Kane Crawford was away last week at Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Ferrari. But still, Tim is a champion driver. He's the defending champion of this series.
He is, yes.
If he were to go back-to-back, it would still be a great achievement to continue to fight all season long. Try and be
if
consistent.
he won the
and keep himself
championship
within the position.
this year, given the year that he's had compared to what he had last year, that would be a heck of an accomplishment. Because he's had to dig, to...
Well, right now, he's having very, very bad blinking issues as he runs down the Mulsanne Straight up towards the second of the Mulsanne chicanes. But he is starting to build gap here to Stewart, and I think Stewart's just backed out knowing that Keane has got those blinking issues. He doesn't have a hand in the fight in the championship as Landon. I think he'd be willing just to save his race.
By the way, Avery Hart is already back up to third in class and is closing on Liam Habul, who is second in his class.
The thing with Avery, though, is he needs to make a points finishing position, although he has already done a lap, so he is getting points.
Yes.
This is why, Jim, I'm a big believer in you actually need to make 75% of the race to get points.
Yeah, I would say at least half,
honestly, 75% is very reasonable. If the leader does 25 laps, 75% is like 18 laps. Like, it's reasonable.
I mean,
because I think if someone makes half the race and they get points for last, like, I don't know, you've only done half the race, or at least you've done 3/4 of it. You've done the majority, or a majority of the race.
I mean, you get wrecked out at half though, and you don't get any points.
That's why they have a fast repair.
Well, I mean, okay, that's a valid argument, I guess. It's stupid, but it's a valid argument. Difficult.
Yeah.
I'm in a difficult kind of mood today.
Really?
Yeah, But hey, so let's talk about the new iRacing update because it definitely applies to this race here.
Well, it does indeed.
These GT3s are definitely handling a little different this week than they have in the past with the new tire model.
They are. Yep.
I personally have not had a chance to drive the new tire model yet. I am ashamed to say.
So this is one of the factors why I believe leagues should be contained within a season of iRacing, as unfortunately gone around. Because it means that when there's either a new car released or there's been an update to the car, it can't have an effect on the season. The season's done.
Yep, I agree 100% with that.
It's very easy to contain a 10-round championship within 13 weeks.
Yeah, or if either that or you go long and you go over 2 seasons where it all has a chance to balance itself out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Christian Ruiz, has just had an off down at the Porsche Curves.
He's already burned his fast repair because he tore the ass end off that car already. So, yeah. Uh-oh. Did he do it in the same spot again?
No, this is up to the Porsche Curves.
Oh, he didn't tear it. He didn't hit
the wall.
Not yet.
No.
Oh, get out of the track. A lot of debris there. Holy cow.
That is a lot of debris getting caught onto the Porsche Curve, though. And so that can have an effect.
And that's a high-speed area right through there. You're going through there in 4th, potentially even 5th gear.
Right on apex. We already saw Cameron DeMonk hit the wall up there, up at the blue wall at the exit of the Porsche Curves. That debris could begin to play a factor later in this race if it doesn't get cleared up quickly, because it is right on the apex and it is right on the just on the exit of the corner as they will begin to move from left to right. So that could be a bit of a difficult zone. I mean, we're watching Habul come through here at the moment with Alexander Kafortian.
Yeah,
And
that's a battle for.
They've handled it pretty well.
Oh, why does it say pro and I've got him classified as a pro-am?
It doesn't. It says pro-am.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be a pro. It says it right beside his name on the.
Who? Alexander?
Yes. It says.
Well, that doesn't make sense because he is a 1400 I rating. He would be a pro-am.
Well, it literally says pro right beside his name for a notation for us to change it.
Okay.
So, well.
I was basing that off of the pretext. Well, to be fair, Christian Ruiz says pro next to his name.
Oh.
And he's not a pro anymore, he's a pro-am.
All right. Well, based on I rating, we'll just leave it for now. It's not going to play a it's not going to play a part in the championship.
He doesn't have a hand in the championship, so it's not really going to make a difference.
As
Adrian Pueblo at the moment as well. He has gotten by. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's Avery Hart coming up behind Habul at a rapid rate.
But yes, of course, the iRacing update.
Yeah, back to that.
A lot of new things have come in. Tire update for the GT cars now, which will fix the Corvette. Save it from having
you still believe
5
this is
laps
going to be
to
some
warm
kind
up
of
the
rocket
tires.
ship?
No, it will. It will. Trust me. No. Because, Jim, the thing is, right, on the previous tires, once the tires were up to 10 on the temp on the Corvette, it was very competitive. Based on how well you can set up the car.
Always been set up. Oh my God!
He is blinking real bad.
Wait a minute. Why is Carlos is pitting already?
He is pitting already.
That's it. Well, I mean,
it's very early.
No, it's a 2-stop strategy, though. I mean, he's obviously worked it out. He's going for the undercut here, so
He's indeed.
Why not? I mean, that's a viable strategy.
So yeah, previously the Corvette. Because it's always been a setup dependent car, Jim. If you can set it up, it's very, very good.
Oh,
but with the 5 laps taking for the tyres to warm up as Voigt heads off the road at turn 2, 3.
How did he not get a slowdown for that?
No, I don't know. Maybe he slowed down enough. I didn't give him one.
Yeah, I guess that's certainly possible.
So with that in thought, now the tyres don't take 5 laps to heat up on the Corvette, they now take 3. Which means that it gets to its prime tyre temperature a lot earlier, which means it gets into a much better range of competitiveness because of that change. So if you were able to set up the Corvette to be competitive, which again, it's always been a setup dependent car, it's only going to take you 3 laps now for the tyres to be up to temp and for you to be able to push that thing as hard as possible. So the Corvette will all of a sudden become very competitive because of how good it is on warm tyres. But previously it was nerfed because of its 5 laps it takes to warm them up. So that's why. I mean, that's the big change for the car, really, is the new tyre model.
I'm sorry, I was trying to download the schedule for the next season. It was sent to my phone, so I have to go over to the computer. So I have to concentrate because I'm slow like that.
That's okay.
But no, so back to the other tire models other than the Corvette. The GT3s are supposed to handle apparently significantly better than they were handling on the new tire model. Not quite as quick to snap on you and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see. But then, of course, they came out with the new Porsche Cup car, which I've heard nothing but just stellar things about, for days now. And I mean, everybody, all the YouTubers are saying that it's, one of the best cars in sim racing. So I jumped in it today and did about 20 laps at Adelaide in it, and let me tell you, that thing is an absolute blast to drive. It is so much fun.
Well, it's what it is. I mean, it's an updated car for a car that was quite sort of in between of it's either really, really enjoyed, or the 992.1 was either really, really enjoyed by drivers, those who enjoyed it drove it all the time, or it was a car that people despised
Well,
because they loved the 991.
I think that you could argue that the car was misplaced in its old form. It's supposed to be a D class car introducing you to sports car racing. And to have the car
Yeah.
as hard to drive as it was, no ABS, no traction control, and then on top of that, it was just ornery and difficult to drive in general. It was misplaced. That car should have been a B class car. You
No,
know,
I would make the argument. No, I would make the argument, Jim. If that was to become a B class car, then supercars would have to become an A class car. Because Porsche Cup in Australia,
I mean,
for
they
example,
should be.
Porsche Cup is the stepping stone to supercars. You go from Porsche Cup into Super 2, and then from Super 2 into supercars. That is the roadmap.
But the real Porsche Cup car has ABS and traction control.
Ah, yes, it does. But the real Porsche Cup car that they use, for example, in Australia, has traction control turned off.
Oh, interesting.
It does not have traction control, but it does have ABS.
Okay.
And a lot of series internationally for the new Porsche Cup car has got traction control turned off. I believe it is only the US Porsche Cup series, quite possibly, that has traction control turned on.
Oh. Well,
and I think it's only when it races with IMSA that it has it turned on.
Well, it's great to drive with it, and it to me it's now a perfect D class introductory car.
Yeah, I think it's
in iRacing.
I think so. To put the argument across, Jim, for the 992.1 and why it was so difficult is the pathway to get to supercars, for example. The supercar is not a car you just hop straight into and you drive and you're fast. You have to learn a lot to get fast in that car. You actually learn a lot of it from the Porsche Cup car, i.e. how to control the rear end of the car, how to control it under brakes, and just trying to get the car comfortable. Now, it's obviously not a complete comparison because one car is a mid-engine car, the other's a front-engine car. But the placement of it was to teach you how to control a slightly lower-powered, slower car with no traction or ABS around a circuit. Do I agree that it should be Class D? No, I think it should be a Class C car because of the fact that the GR86 is a Class D car. And the GR86 is the stepping stone to Porsche Cup. So it's, between the two of them, if iRacing were to classify them correctly, GR86 should be Class D or rookies.
Yes,
Porsche Cup should be Class C or Class D if GR86 is a rookie class of car, and then supercars should be Class B or Class C for the other reasons I mentioned about rookie class and Class D. So
either way, the old car was definitely not a D class car.
It should have been. It should have been. It's between Class C and Class D. It's the same with the changeover of the Ferrari Challenge car as well. But neither here nor there. If you want to go, sports car racing, just race GT4.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you what, the new Porsche Cup car, it's a winner, man. That car is phenomenal.
It is indeed. As we're getting pit stops coming in, by the way, for the majority of the GTP class. So Newman, Keane, Stewart, Culloden, Puebla, Drennan, Nans, Voigt, Ratton, all in the pit lane. Mike Nitti Jr. is just coming up through the Porsche Curves.
Right.
So see if he comes into pit lane. We've already seen Ruiz and Baquero come in as well. We're at the 25-minute marker of this race as the GTDs are continuing on.
Yes, and the Daniel Pino just got by Jacob Gruber for the overall lead in GT.
Yes.
In the GT3 class,
which is not going to help Jacob in his tirade to try and
it is
win
not.
the GTD
And Avery Hart now. Oh, he's going back by.
And he's in the back. He's in the background.
Yes.
Mike Nitti Jr. is coming into pit lane now, so Mike is in.
The entire GTP field has pitted now.
Now, has Ruiz pitted too early? That's the question.
Right, we'll
Has
see.
he committed to a 3-stop, or is he trying to get this undercut made? Well, he's now up 5 positions from where he started. Is he trying to use this undercut strategy and give up some time later on by having a 3rd stop to try and gain something out of this race? Time will definitely tell. Other major updates, of course, for the new season. There's some new layouts for Lucas Oil Raceway and Winton Raceway as well, in form of dirt road courses. And then the 2 new road circuits, which I'm very excited about, the Miami GP circuit with I think 6 different layouts on it. And then the Adelaide Street circuit as well, which is going to be incredible.
I enjoyed Adelaide today. I've never driven it, obviously.
I'm glad you did a lap, Jim.
No, I did. I did like 20.
Did you hit the wall at turn 8?
I'm sure I bounced off a lot of walls.
So Tim Keane, though, has now taken the race lead from Owen Newman. It's 0.25 of a second separating them, but there's still a long way to go in this race. We're still over an hour away from the end of this one and for the end of the season as well.
Uh-oh.
The champion-elect now leads the way, who's having a couple of blinking issues at the front end of town. But for Newman, he is sitting comfortably in P2. Landon Stewart now P3. He's about 4.1 seconds back. Culloden in P4. Puebla inside of the top 5 as well. Daniel Nance has had a crash and is towed back to pit lane with a meatball flag on board that Cadillac. Let's see how it happened down on the bottom screen.
Well, there you go.
Oh, he's actually pulled it over. Did he run out of fuel?
No, huh? I thought he had pitted. Yeah, he pitted already.
Oh, no, look at that. His front end was off.
Yeah.
Front end went further than the car.
It did go further than the car.
Okay, I'm going to have to pull a sneaky here. I'm just reversing this to see what's happened.
If you'd have stolen my buttons.
Oh. So here we go.
Why don't you go outside the car where we can all see what's happened?
So he was warming up the tires.
Oh.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Wait a minute. He was warming up the tires
He was warming up the tires.
30 minutes into the race?
Well, from the pit stop, he must have taken tires, maybe.
Bad move.
And then it appears the tires all of a sudden got warm as he turns left.
Did. They did get warm.
It's hard. It's hard right into the wall.
Oh, here comes your pit stops from your GTD cars. Yeah.
Yep, Grubus kept going, so has Donald Powell. So they've got an extra lap out of these cars. Pino, Hart, Kafortian, and Hubble are all in.
Tosi.
Webler's had an off track as well. Tosi's kept going as well.
Weinrich is pitting. Christopher Coy. That's a nice looking livery.
It's a nice looking livery.
I noticed that Pino is running a different livery this week. He's running
in
Corona.
He's back in the Aston, and he's got the Corona livery on it.
Yeah, that's.
He's racing for family this week. Yeah. If only Dodge had a GTD car still. Where'd the Viper go?
I know, right?
Bring it back.
I wish the Viper was in here.
Oh, bring back some old GTD cars. Give us some mid-2000s GT racing.
Yeah, well, actually, that's on R Factor 2. They now have that 2001 or 2005 GT1 class with the Viper and yeah, I know, right? I know. So I got to get in there and drive that.
Well, I mean, we have the old Corvette, we have the old Aston Martin. Get us the Porsche, get us the Dodge Viper as well.
Yes.
Be grand old time. Whereas you're racing. Yeah. Well, what we do also know is later in the year of 2026, season 2, we know that St. Petersburg is coming. Finally.
Has it been confirmed that it's season 2? I know it's coming.
They said that the roadmap is season 2 for St. Pete. That was what they said in their previous update prior to when they announced that the tracks were going to be Miami and Adelaide for season 1. they put a note in there saying St. Pete was on the roadmap for season 2.
Man, we are fixing to
Um,
have an epic list of street circuits in
Oh
iRacing.
my God! I mean, Long Beach, Belle Isle,
Yep.
Chicago.
Miami.
Well, Miami.
No, it's a street circuit. It's not
Technically, yeah, it is a
it's
street
not a
circuit.
permanent circuit. I mean,
It's
part of
true,
it's
it's
in
a
a
car
parking
park.
lot. Well, not all of
It's a
it.
car park.
Some of it's on
That's
the
true.
actual streets. You know.
Adelaide,
Yeah, Adelaide
Bathurst,
now,
the
Bathurst.
Nürburgring, Le Mans, soon to be St. Pete, soon to be the new Detroit road circuit as well.
Yeah, but
the old road circuit that's now the IMSA one.
Belle Isle, yeah, man.
Belle Isle is fantastic. It's a great track. And then eventually as well, I believe they're planning to scan Vegas at some point too,
Well,
which would be great.
I mean, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, technically, Le Mans is a street circuit.
I did say Le Mans.
Oh, you did?
So
Yeah, I didn't
I
hear
did.
it. I don't pay attention to what you say. I'm just
You know what?
here.
You know what street circuit that I've not heard that they want to scan, Jim, that I want them to scan?
What's
Surfers Paradise.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Surfers Paradise in the Gold Coast
Yeah.
is incredible.
What do they race there?
Supercars.
Oh. Yeah.
And Porsche. And previously in the mid-2000s on the old layout, they ran Champ Car there.
Really?
Like Indy cars. They came and raced.
I know what champ cars are. That's when about the time I quit watching Indy cars, when they split. When one went oval and the other one went road course only. That's about the time I stopped watching IndyCar racing back in the day. I hated that.
Keep them mixed. I do love the mid-2000s Indy cars. They look sick. Like real 90s F1 style. They look sweet.
Well, I am definitely partial to
Yeah,
90s F1. 90s F1 cars, especially.
Well, mid-2000s Indy cars are on iRacing, technically. It is a legacy car now.
Oh.
But it is iRacing. Let me find the exact car for you, Jim, and I can tell you exactly what it is. Because I do own it.
No,
the Delia.
Yeah.
It's 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew which one it was when you said that, but Richard, Owen Newman, Richard Newman, goes both ways, has run back down Tim Keane again, and
he's hot on his heels. By the way, fast lap of the race for Landon Stewart, 326.43. So he's put the jets on that Acura, and has closed the gap to the race leaders.
He's right there behind him. I mean, literally right there.
He is right there. The day-night cycle is going to become apparent to us very soon. The sun is setting, the lights are turning on, and Owen Newman's gone for a move down the Mulsanne Straight for the outside line on the second of the Mulsanne chicanes. Will Tim Keane give it up and give him the position? It looks like he's going to. Smart move from Tim, holds the inside.
Whoa.
Lets him through all big blink.
I'm sorry.
And that'll be a struggle for Tim tonight. If he blinks out, all Mike has to do is finish the race, and he should beat him for points.
Wow.
It's only 42 points separating them.
Yeah. Well, Mike's not having a great race right now either.
He is struggling out there right now. And it would be the biggest David and Goliath final fight to the end for that championship. John Weinrich at the moment, by the way, P3 in the Pro-Am class. Well, Jason Lepan is already out tonight. So John Weinrich is the Pro-Am champion. He's already finished a lap. And with Lepan finishing one lap, he's getting points, of course, tonight as well. So is John, but John will beat him. He's done more laps than what Jason has. As Tim Keane is coming back at Owen Newman, trying to take back the race lead. Couldn't quite get there, though. And it's getting intense between them because now the top three are beginning to get in there as Newman runs wide. Keane wants an inside run up towards the Rolex Straight and towards the Porsche Curves. He's going to try and send it up the inside. Surely not.
Ooh.
Surely not at the Porsche Curves. I think Newman gave him a little warning there. Don't go for it. Somebody's still going to force the issue. Inside run for Tim Keane. Takes back the race lead of the Porsche Curves. Great move from Tim.
That was a nice move.
And now leads through the Ford Curves as well.
Yeah, that was nice. He drove it right in there. And that's not the easiest place to drive it in because you're on the brakes hard right there and you've got the wheel turned.
Car's on the edge of grip. You're on the edge of grip yourself, and it's a real struggle straight to make a move. I tell you what, though. Tim's looking good tonight.
He is looking good tonight, except for that blinking issue he's having.
Except for that internet. So the ping is not helping him, but like driving-wise, he is looking clean,
Which
confident.
we jokingly said, that he was. Oh, look at Stewart. Just turned it right under Newman there.
I think Newman is just beginning to just drop a little bit here. So as the Keen Lewis racing machine of Tim Keen continues to lead the way.
Speaking of Lewis, why is he not here?
Where is Aaron Lewis?
He's in chat, isn't he?
No, he's not in chat tonight.
Oh.
No, that battle for the race lead continues on. Adrian Pueblo at the moment as well, battling away with Carlos Ruiz for P5 on the road at the moment. Aaron Ratton battling with John Drennan as well.
I have to say, the GTP cars are giving us a better race tonight than I expected.
They're arguably giving us a better race than the GT cars. When has that ever happened, Jim?
Not very often, for sure.
Probably never.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, the other time I would say it has is Coda, as John Voight has had a crash and just towed back to pit lane.
Well, that's one GTP gone.
GTP down. Yeah, this is how it happened in the Acura. He lit it up at turn 4-5 into the barrier, and into pit lane goes the Acura with a meatball flag.
They're in the wrong country for meatballs.
Don't you start.
Well?
Now, Tesla loser is out there with this as well, which I think that is. Is that Aaron?
I thought it was. Am I wrong?
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I had it on top chat, not live chat, so that's why. I believe it is Aaron, though.
So you're saying that Aaron is not top chat?
Apparently not, according to YouTube. Landon Stewart, though, putting massive pressure here on Tim Keen for P1 on the road.
And that Acura looks damn good, I can't lie.
Oh, man, it looks sick. It's a beautiful blue.
Yeah, it is. It's
Delano. It's Ed Delano. Thank you, Ed. So sorry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's Ed Delano. I should know that as well. Ed, this is what happens when I have a week off and I go see Weezer and see Shirley.
You had your brain fried by that devil music.
Yeah, I watched too much Lorna Shore that day. Didn't watch Tool. Didn't open up my third eye.
So who was all there? Tool and who else?
Tool was there. Weezer. All Time Low. Cobra Starship. Goldfinger. Lorna Shore. Palais Royale. Garbage was there. They were garbage.
Were they?
The Shirley Manson chewed out some guy in the crowd for having a beach ball. So at that point, I'm just like, piss off.
You got to take the Jimmy Buffett mentality when it comes to beach balls.
She said he had a small wiener for having a beach ball, and I'll be honest, what wasn't the vibe of the day? She picked that wrong. James Rain was there.
But your favorite band, AC/DC, was not there, huh?
No.
Let's don't. I don't even want to. Please don't. I shouldn't have brought it up. I apologize. I want to do it again. Tim is blinking all over the place, dude. My concern is that even if he doesn't blink out, he could wreck because of it.
He could. Now, he is still getting points, though, currently.
Yes.
But even if he blinks out, he is still going to get points, so that's okay. But obviously we want him to finish the race and try and win the championship on the road as best he can.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't want him to blink out and then win it as well.
So which battle you got? You got the Puebla Carlos battle going on, or what?
Yes, I do at the moment.
Okay,
I
yeah.
do have. Yep. Yep. Oh my god, Ed Delano found out that I saw Weezer last week. Yes, Weezer were there, Ed, and I watched Weezer. I got to film the Get Weezered meme on Buddy Holly, and then send it to my friends and Weezered them. It was a great time. As Adrian Puebla's now gotten past Carlos Ruiz for a top 5 position in this race. The race leaders, though, continue on. Top 3. Pressure's building on the ping of Tim Keen, but also on the back of that Porsche as well. As Landon Stewart
I
is
hate it
putting
when pressure builds
on
on
him.
your ping.
You don't want some. You don't want some pressure on your ping. It must be sad as they're getting a little bit of contact up through the final Mulsanne corners and onto the Rolex Straight.
Earlier, you said Newman's trying to make a run on Keen. I don't think Keen's going to give it up that easy, and I couldn't help but laugh under my breath. I'm sorry. I have a mind like that. Here we're back to 3 here. This 3-way battle has heated right back. Oh my God! I thought for sure that Newman was going to wreck Stewart there. I don't know how they didn't collide right there. Here, watch this. You obviously weren't looking at that. All right, watch right here.
I was reading chat.
Watch right here. Look.
Oh!
Dude, I thought he took him out right there.
I don't know. I thought he was going to hip check him.
Oh, I did. I looked.
Throw him off the road.
I don't know how he didn't. He obviously had to slam the brakes because he dropped back because of it. But my God, that was close. Wow. Yeah, that blue Acura, man, is so fine. That car is so hot looking. I really wish that we'd have had some more balance in the field this year, you know?
Well, Ruiz is just been passed once again by Adrian Puebla, who's just gone off the road.
Oh.
Luckily didn't hit the wall at the Porsche Curves. But he is back up and running again. John Drennan has been passed by Aaron Ratton as well. John Drennan sounds like he leads things for a Beatles cover band.
No, see, that sounds like a cop name to me. Sergeant Drennan.
Yeah, Sergeant Drennan. It sounds like he's from the game Doom.
Oh my God, I was a Doom guy when it first came out. Do you remember like the first person shooter game, the popular original one? Way before your time.
Doom or Medal of Honor, do you mean? Or...
No, I think the first one was probably Castle Wolfenstein.
Yes. Well, I know Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
I loved the revamp of Wolfenstein as the launch title on what was next gen consoles in 2013 for the Xbox One and PS4. I love Wolfenstein New Order. That is a fantastic game.
Hey, don't be spreading that shite in chat either, okay?
I'm just pointing out facts. They're old.
See,
it's a layered joke that I put in there, Jim.
Is it? Well,
yep.
The part that
Queen's album Made in Heaven was released after Freddie Mercury's death.
Oh, it was stuff they had recorded.
Yeah, when he was ill, and then he passed away, and they released it. I love Freddie Mercury, though. Freddie Mercury's my favorite singer of all time.
A very good one, certainly a good choice.
Within the top 5 of all time in terms of vocalists.
Yeah, you certainly can argue that. I mean, that's a very subjective thing, obviously, but...
it is very subjective. I think for range, longevity, and the power of his voice...
Well, I would certainly argue longevity. I mean, he did not have that long of a career.
Well, that comes down to his personal choices.
Well, again, I'm just saying that, I have no issue with his personal choices, other than I wish that he would have, that was prior to knowing, but I wish he would have played safer so that we would have had him for a lot longer.
For sure.
But other than that, he didn't, whether you like them or not, longevity is AC/DC. They've been around for 50 years, and they're
Yeah,
still.
but is that maybe
They
false
still.
longevity?
No, I don't think so. They still
But
rock.
what I mean by false longevity is,
Oh, here
have
we
they
go.
gone too long, like the Stones?
No, no, I don't think the Stones have gone too long. I would argue the Stones have not gone too long. I'm not a huge Rolling Stones fan, but I do not by any means think that they have gone too long. I think that they can still play, they can still rock. There's plenty of them out there that shouldn't be singing anymore, like, for example, Vince Neil from Motley Crue, David Lee Roth. There's plenty of them that don't have it anymore. People would argue Axl Rose was one of those. But no, I don't. I don't think that the Stones shouldn't be out there anymore. I think AC/DC can still do it.
Just with you, Jim, AC/DC are probably the most mid-band to be
Oh, here
claimed
we
to be one
go.
of the best of all
Stop.
time.
That's what I didn't want to do.
I can name 10 bands that are better than them, Jim.
Well, that's not the point. I could probably name 10 bands that are better than them too. Again, that's subjective as well.
It is subjective.
Well, Tim Keen.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yes.
I'm just very vocal about my opinion.
So am I. I tell you what, this battle up front is not disappointing at all, man.
It's not. It has been going on for the last 20 minutes of this race, nearly. Like, it is.
And it was 3 cars for most of it, and really
Oh
still
my
is.
God.
Newman is still on.
Yeah.
He's just tied up behind some traffic right now.
It can flip at any point in this race now. Newman can get back into this at any stage.
Oh yeah, he's right there.
He knows the good pace. He can chase them down.
Well, he got held up by that GT3 car back. So.
Yeah, like he can catch them very easily, especially if they begin to battle. He will catch.
And then you got this Drennan Rattan battle going on. That's they're literally running within a quarter of a second of each other right now. Just good battles everywhere in the GTP class. Although the other ones are kind of creeping back together. Avery Hart and Gruber are back racing each other pretty close again. Donald Powell and Alexander, I'll let you say his last name. Uh-oh. Did Avery Hart just have trouble? And so did Landon Stewart at the same time. Stewart's off
Landon
the track.
Stewart's got off the road.
What happened to Avery Hart? It shows that he crashed.
Yeah, let's have a look here. What's happened to Avery? He's still in P3 in class.
He's dead, though.
This is what's happened to him. He's clipped the curb and around he's gone. Hasn't hit the wall.
Bad. That's not bad. As long as he didn't get T-boned. Nah, he's all right.
No, he didn't. He's let Jacob Gruber back past him, though.
Yeah, but there's still plenty of time in this race to make that up. Yeah, we are, Bailey. I made the mistake. I brought it up. I apologize.
When will you learn this lesson, Jim? You can't bring up that topic without causing hellfire.
I know. It's our last opportunity to argue it here on the High Point Racing IMSA Championship. So
I'll reiterate my point that I just put into chat. Parkway Drive are the better Australian band.
Nobody's heard of Parkway Drive outside of Australia.
No, Jim. Plenty of people have heard of Parkway Drive outside of Australia. Okay. In terms of an on-stage performance and a theatrical performance, Parkway Drive are much better than AC/DC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Our AC/DC are legends. Parkway Drive are legends in their own mind. There's a difference. Kylie Minogue.
That's a real Australian legend. Tim Keno and Newman Landon Stewart into pit lane.
Let's not forget about I wouldn't say the original Australian legend, but certainly Olivia Newton-John.
They don't get me started on the Beatles, Jim.
They weren't Australian.
No, they weren't, but just don't get me started on the Beatles.
You don't like the Beatles either?
And the Beatles are also equally as overrated as AC/DC.
Oh, my God. You could literally look at their song catalog and say that they are overrated with the songs that they wrote.
I think any other era that they're in, they're not as popular as what they were.
Well, that could be said for a shit ton of bands. We're in for second round of pit stops here from the GTP cars right at the
We are indeed
50-minute mark.
50-minute
So
mark. Now they've only been able to go 25 minutes, so I think this
that's
is actually going to be a
interesting.
three-stopper.
It might be a three-stopper.
Yeah, it might only be a two-stop for the GTs, not the GTPs. And the GTPs are actually going to be locked into a three-stop
I think they
scenario.
are, unless they can really save some fuel here, because we're talking
If
40 minutes.
Ruiz
There's no
came in
way.
on lap 12, he's
Yeah,
definitely going to have to do
there's no
three
way.
stops. Like, yeah, no, there's no mate. There's no way.
There's no way anybody's making it.
Bailey's saying argue over which Star Wars movie is the best. There's no argument. It's Revenge of the Sith, Bailey. You know that.
Oh my God! What?
Revenge of the Sith is amazing.
Anything that's got Jar Jar Binks in it is not
Revenge
amazing.
of the Sith does not have Jar Jar Binks in it.
It doesn't?
Nope. Revenge of the Sith has the best lightsaber battle in all of Star Wars between
yes,
Obi-Wan
but-
and Anakin.
Yes. Well, okay.
It is also the crescendo moment of Anakin's break and being coerced by the Emperor.
Wait, okay.
turn into Vader.
Wait a minute. Revenge of the Sith is the last one
Third-
of the
it's,
prequels?
It's the last of the
Okay,
prequels.
okay.
It's the best of the prequels. It's the best of the entire series. Revenge of the Sith is the.
I don't know. That's a
fantastic.
movie from your childhood. You have strong opinions about it because of.
I also have strong opinions about how Attack of the Clones is the worst one of all of them, Jim.
Well,
That was also from my childhood.
Well, it's hard to argue sometimes the real facts, but episode.
I think The Last Jedi is better than Attack of the
episode
Clones.
4 is the best Star Wars movie because.
Yeah, but Jim, I could use the same argument that that's a film from your childhood.
Yeah, but it is. It launched the entire
No,
Star Wars world.
Empire is better than A New Hope, Jim.
Oh my God.
Empire Strikes Back is better than A New Hope.
Oh, Jar Jar's good comic relief. Bailey Brandon says that. No, he's not.
It's honestly, people give Jar Jar a lot of crap. He is bad, but he's not as bad as people say he is.
He's bad.
If you watch Phantom Menace with
Okay, now there's things about Phantom Menace that I really like.
Phantom Menace is actually really good.
I love
like a lot
young
of people give
Anakin.
a bad rep.
I love
Young Anakin is great.
I love young
The acting
Anakin.
of young Anakin is questionable.
Well, that's,
Young Anakin's great. The Duel of the Fates is probably the second best lightsaber battle behind
about,
Anakin and Obi-Wan,
talking
between
about
Maul
and
and Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. It is probably the second best
Yes.
lightsaber battle. It has the best theme in terms of music behind it in Duel of the Fates. It is the best Star Wars song ever. Second to that is Vader's theme.
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
That lightsaber battle was pretty good.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well,
It's
so
so
I'm going to
good.
throw out an extremely unpopular opinion.
Sure.
And this is a very, very, very unpopular Star Wars opinion.
Sure.
I'm not a huge fan of Yoda.
I like Yoda as a Jedi. I don't like how he talks.
The whole thing though, he just came off as so fake. Like
I think that's because of when it was made.
It is.
Unfortunately,
It is.
if Star Wars was made today, and they had modern technology to make Yoda look as realistic as possible, it would be better.
that's probably
Because
true.
Grogu looks really good in Mandalorian.
He does, but
So I think the big problem with Yoda is how he talks. But when you see him pull out that lightsaber in Revenge of the Sith, it's one of the coldest moments in all of Star Wars.
Yeah. By cold, you mean like good?
Yeah, like good.
No,
like
I disagree.
to see him hop around like that is great.
No, it's not. It's ridiculously fake looking. Is that Rattan?
It's because he's really little.
No, it's not.
He's not in my. I mean, my favorite Jedi is Anakin. He's my favorite character in the entire series.
No, it's not about-
I love I
It's
love
not about
Anakin as
that. It's not
Anakin.
about him as a Jedi. It's just about he doesn't it doesn't look realistic. It doesn't look. And
To
again,
be fair, though,
it
Jim,
is
we're talking about looking realistic in a world of people who fight with laser swords in
okay.
space.
Is that
Like,
is that really the argument that we're going to now?
I'm just saying though, like, there's only so much realism you can bring to a
No,
space battle
you
between guys
just
who have
argued
mystical
that
powers.
one of the greatest movie scenes of all time was the lightsaber battle between
Anakin and
Anakin.
Obi-Wan. I
Right.
agree.
Okay,
Yes.
so you can't have both sides of that argument when we're talking about laser sword battles. You can't
No, no, no.
say,
No. I'm stating, not in the sense of realism.
well, I'm talking
So
about
we can't.
realism in his movements, not about the fact that the swords are real or not real. His movement, it was extremely fake looking.
I think that also comes down to the CG
No,
at the time too.
it absolutely does. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that to me takes away from it. It just looked really, really fake. I don't know. I just, it's not my thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Grogu. You know,
Grogu's
I
sweet.
hate the fact that what they've done with that whole franchise too.
I have not watched past season 1 of Mandalorian yet.
Oh no, well that
And I
part
can't
was
and I can't watch it right now because I've cancelled my Disney Plus, so I can't watch it right now. But I loved Kenobi though. Kenobi was really cool. I loved the
I love several of those shows they did.
one of my favorite scenes in all
Andor,
of
I
Star
liked.
Wars. One of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars is the face-off between Obi-Wan and Vader when Vader's helmet is cracked, and you can hear both Hayden Christensen and Vader's voice kind of merging together.
Yes.
It is one of the it literally gave me goosebumps when I watched it. It was so cool.
Yeah. So, Rhiannon has at least come back into the real world now that she stopped spewing on about ACDC and and has enlightened us that Jabba the Hutt is a bad character. Again, I agree.
No, she said best character, not bad.
Oh. Never mind.
I think she's trying to push your buttons with that one, Jim.
Yeah, she's continuing to spew. So,
I mean, I like Jabba, but
I
he
mean,
just
I
sits
just-
there. He's a giant blob.
right. It's whatever.
I do think that, unfortunately, Boba Fett is probably the most overrated character in Star Wars.
He was great when he didn't talk and
yeah,
had a very limited.
when he's silent.
Yes, but
cool.
as soon as they made that show and he had to carry the show, you realized he couldn't.
Yeah, Mando is the better Mandalorian.
Oh my God.
Out of the two.
Hell, as far as that goes, what's her name? The female head of the Mandalorians.
Yeah.
She's way better character than Boba Fett when it comes to talking and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
I do. So
What is her name?
I can't remember now. I haven't watched Mandalorian in so long.
Well, she plays an important role as the seasons go on.
She does.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything, obviously, but
One thing I do like, and it's a really cool detail, and you see it when you watch the Clone Wars series, is all the stormtroopers and all the clone troopers and the armies and the different militaries within the clone troopers. It's I love the clone troopers. They're so cool. I prefer the clone troopers over the stormtroopers. In terms of having an actual war in Star Wars. I think the clone troopers are really cool. There's a lot of politics in the prequels as well. Prequels are heavy on politics.
yes.
And I love politic discussions. So it's that's why I like the prequels.
So
apart
have you
from the fact
watched
that it's the
Andor?
majority. I have not watched Andor. No.
I mean, it's a little slow.
I know
but,
it. I know
but
it
it's
is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you liked, obviously, you had to like. What was the movie? My memory's terrible.
What, Solo or
No.
Rogue
It
One?
was Rogue One. Yeah. Well, Andor.
I do like Rogue One.
Andor is the character from Rogue One.
Yes, I do like Rogue One.
And
Rogue One is good.
It's basically the prequel to Rogue One.
Bo-Katan Kryze.
Bo-Katan, yes. Bo-Katan
Yes,
she's awesome. I mean,
but yeah, I
Well, we
think
are
I mean Star Wars
nerding
is
right
very.
out here on this
We
IMSA
are
race.
indeed. We are
Somebody needs to
indeed.
be running a Star Wars livery.
Star Wars is a very diversity topic, like a lot of other pop culture things. There's a lot of different opinions about Star Wars as well. Of
Yeah, I mean, there's a
course.
lot of people that hate Star Wars, which is, I mean, I guess I
I,
get that too,
fair
but
enough. You can have a wrong opinion. I
yeah,
mean,
that's what I say about
yeah.
your opinion of ACDC.
Oh, we
Exactly.
circle back
There,
again.
there it is. I mean,
But no, I think Star Wars. Star Wars is good. I understand why people love it and why people will die for Star Wars.
I
I
mean,
like
I don't
Star
know
Wars.
that I'm that strong of a, you know what I mean?
Probably
Like,
my two favorite Souls style games are the Jedi games, Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. I love both of them. I love Cal Kestis as a main character. They are they are two of my favorite games of all time. I love playing through them. It's a fantastic time.
yeah,
That if you want to make a Souls game about Star Wars, that is how you make it. They were made correct.
I'm trying to think which Star Wars games I've played. That was, I mean,
Bailey
uh,
needs to know your opinion about Paramore now, Jim.
um,
This is very important for our working relationship, Jim.
is it?
Yes.
Why?
Paramore is my favorite band.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I would not say that. I mean, I don't really have an opinion. I mean, it's
No opinion is better than a bad opinion.
yeah, no, I don't have a bad opinion. I just, I mean, it's kind of like, Tool and, Corn and
Nah, I wouldn't. No, it's not.
I'm no, I'm saying I don't have opinions about those bands. I mean, I know
Ah,
their music and I don't think it's horrible or anything like that. It's just I don't have, you know, I mean, I come from a different era, man. I come from the era of the '70s music and grew up during the '80s. My teenage years were spent during the '80s, and I mean, so it's just, I kind of, I don't know. I guess I kind of stopped progressing after, I don't know, like well, not completely, but a lot of like the early 2000s music, like Linkin Park, and I don't know that type
well,
of.
there's a lot of good music out there, Jim, that
Yeah, I just.
I think you would get into and you would enjoy
I
for
mean,
sure.
there's some of Youngblood's music I like. Um, I found Youngblood
Youngblood's
through
good.
Ozzy, to
Yeah,
be honest, and I have definitely listened to some of the.
Youngblood is
I mean,
probably as a person in terms of trying to make music accessible. He is probably one of the best people
well, just
in the modern era to try and make it accessible to everybody.
yeah. Well, and he's and
Um,
he's just got some cool viewpoints on a lot of things, about
yeah.
just life,
And
sexuality, all the.
I know we obviously we joke about my opinion about AC/DC and the Beatles and Pink Floyd, but one thing I do hate is people who gatekeep music. You can like whatever music you like. All that matters is that you like it. It doesn't matter if anybody else likes it.
That's
As long
right.
as
Well,
you
that's what
enjoy it,
music
that's
is.
what matters. Exactly.
Uh
It's
oh,
diverse. A lot
this
of people have
is
different
this
opinions.
is not good, folks.
No, it's not. John Weinrich, his night was already a bit of a struggle, but good news for John is
He,
he has technically already won the championship, so it's not
yeah,
too bad.
and he's not. That didn't kill him or anything.
No, it didn't.
He didn't even lose a spot there. I don't.
Also, as well, the worst position that Avery Hart can finish right now is fifth in class, which will mean that Avery Hart will be the GTD champion, barring a penalty as well. Jacob Gruber's now back in pit lane too, so Avery cannot finish below sixth in class, which means he will be the GTD Pro champion as well because of the
Well,
amount of points
Jacob
differential
Gruber
there
is
is.
only the second to last one to. No, there's a couple, but so we got Pino, which no, he's pitted. Lucia has not pitted again yet, and Donald has not pitted yet.
No.
Interesting that Daniel has. He's always been good at saving fuel.
He
But
has often been good.
yeah,
I'm just trying to see the points for different positions. To do some maths very, very quickly. That doesn't really make sense, but okay. Yeah, there's not enough points on offer now for fifth. through first for Jacob to win the championship. So for Avery Hart, he will be the pro champion here this evening. Mike Nitty could still technically win the GTP championship, although Tim Keane would have to drop out of the race and no longer continue for Mike to do that.
But would that be enough for yes, because he would finish so far down? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because they're scored within their class. Mike has to beat him by 3 positions or 2 positions and have the fastest lap.
Well, he's not going to have the fastest lap. There's no chance of that.
No,
but
no. So he needs Tim to finish last, and he needs 1 more position or
Right.
the fastest lap to win the championship. If that were to happen. So right now, all Tim has to do is make it to the next part of this race.
Well, I mean, we're down to 24 minutes left in this thing, which, relatively speaking, is not that long. I'm about ready for them to clinch back up, though, and give us some more battles.
Well, there is a 3rd stop to come for them.
Yeah, I don't.
And I would assume it's going to be within the next 10 minutes because they're only going 25 minutes for their stints. The last time they pitted was at the 50-minute mark. So you do the maths, it gets out to 1 hour and 15. So they need a 15-minute splash and dash to get to the end of this race by not making the half-an-hour markers. And it's been tough for them all throughout this one here tonight. Carlos Ruiz at the moment is still being put under pressure here from Aaron Ratton
he's
as
being
well.
Spun by Ratton.
And now there's been contact. So that's how that's gone.
Right, we both clicked on him, Carl, and we commentator jinxed that wreck into happening right there.
So battle for P2 continues on. Landon Stewart now on the heels of Tim Keane at this point. And I'll tell you what, Jim, it is a warm day today. I've just had to turn on my fan because it's gotten to nearly 2:30 in the afternoon, which is the hottest point of the day. And I'll give you the degrees of how warm it is today here in Victoria. It's 30 degrees centigrade, so I'll do
That's
the...
not that bad. It's about 92.
Hang on. It's not that, not plane angle. On temperature. Degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. 86.
Oh, yeah, that's not too bad.
So it's warmish. It's
Warmish,
warmish.
yeah.
In a room, though, with a PC and 4
Oh,
screens
no, I get
running.
that. No, I get that. I believe me. Believe me, I get that.
Yeah. In a room with, a PC and 4 screens, it's probably running about closer to 95 in this room at the moment. So you can give a good 10 degrees. I am in my tracksuit pants still, though. So shorts will be the go very shortly. Aaron Ratton has just had a moment as well.
I thought you were
again.
About to, yeah, I know. I saw that. I was looking to see where he dropped to on the.
He's just pulled up. So he pulled over. I don't know why he's just pulled over like that for. I think he's letting some traffic past him.
Interesting.
So that's now reset itself once again.
I thought you were about to say you were sitting around in some boxer shorts or something. I did not want to know that.
No, I am. Unless it is 100+ degrees, Jim, I am a man who will live in clothes. I don't like. I like wearing at least a t-shirt and a pair of pants, like shorts or pants, either or.
Well, I wear shorts like 95% of the.
95% of the year being in Galveston.
Yes, right. I was sitting here reading some of the comments. Bailey's of their freezing. Freezing in Tallahassee, Florida, at 43 degrees in Tallahassee. That's like, that's
how?
That's hard.
I don't understand how that can happen in Tallahassee. To be honest with you,
it snows there sometimes. They get snow. They get snow occasionally. But they get snow about as often as we do, actually. So once every maybe 3 to 5 years. Probably. But
we don't get heavy snow. At least
clothes
where I
are
live.
the devil's items. Agreed.
Yeah. We don't get snow, like heavy snow, unless you're obviously high up in the mountains. But if it is cold
I've
enough,
been high in the mountains before. Oh,
So have I.
It's not at all what you meant, I don't think. I got confused there for a second.
But we do get, like, if it's early in the
Oh,
morning,
no,
it's cold
Tim!
enough. We'll get freezing as Tim goes off.
Did he hit
And in the wall.
Oh, he smoked it too.
Oh my God.
Oh,
that car is
man.
completely cooked. That's going to have to come into pit road.
He's going to have to tow it in too.
He's got the saving grace though, Jim.
Yeah, he does.
He can get home from here. He can't tow though. He has to drive back to pit lane. Otherwise, he'll give up the lead he has over Mike Nitti Jr. He cannot afford to tow this thing back to pits, but he's got to try and traverse the whole back straight through the Porsche curves, the Ford curves as well, and then get into pit lane. And that thing is crabbing hard.
Hard. Yeah. He's got his, and that's a pretty good drive that he's got to get to the pits because him and Stewart were together when he wrecked, and Stewart is just now at the point of the pit entry.
He's got a third of a lap to do. A third of a lap, which is going to take him around about 1 minute and 10 seconds or so.
Oh, at least.
At full speed.
Yeah.
But he's just gone off the Porsche curves as well.
Yeah.
That thing is not steering. It is not driving. He's going to have to tow it back to pit lane.
Puebla just crashed too. And we're at that point we were talking about earlier. You remember we were talking about the point where your brain starts to fade and you start missing brake markers and things like that. It's night now. You don't see as well. You know,
this was the test that we mentioned would come.
Mm-hmm. Literally talked about this.
For this late in the race. This is the problem. So this is what happened to Adrian Puebla up at the Porsche curves. He's following a GTD car. He's tried to go past them. He sent it a little bit too hard. And off he has gone. No, he didn't go off there. What's he done? Has he hit the blue wall? No.
Wait a minute.
What did he do then?
Hold on.
Or was he already off before that?
Yeah, no, he was off before that.
Okay.
Watch.
So,
here you go.
Tim Keane is trying to get back to pits now. He's just pulled it into the lane.
He spun it. He spun it right there, turning onto the Rolex. The Rolex straight there. Yeah.
So Keane's now into pit lane. He's got a 2 minute and 40-second advantage over Mike Nitti. Now the problem would have been if he towed, he would have given up 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Because of the amount of tow time. So it was always the better choice for him to try and drive it back. So into the box. Into the box goes Tim Keane. Where is Mike Nitti Jr.? He's just coming underneath the Audi sign now. So he is at the point where the crash happened. That is the distance between himself and Tim Keane. Final stop for Keane is now completed. Landon Stewart continues on in P2. And Keane is now out with 2 minutes and 17 seconds slowly closing down for Nitti Jr. But if there's another crash for Tim Keane in this race, that is it. It will be all over Red Rover for him. Tim Keane cannot afford a mistake now in this race. He has to survive the next 16 minutes to try and get this car home. And if we go overtime by 1 lap, that's going to be an extra 3.5 minutes on the board. So hopefully you put a little bit of extra fuel in it just in case he has to go long. But for Tim Keane, that was a wake-up call. That could have been championship over if he had made that mistake any later in the race. As he continues on, Avery Hart is struggling further back in the GTD Pros, but he's already won that title. So is John Weinrich. But the GTPs are still yet to be decided. With 15.5 minutes to go in this season of the High Point Racing IMSA Championship. 15 minutes, 20 seconds for the final round of the season here tonight at Circuit de la Sarthe. And 15.5 minutes for Tim Keane to survive. As Landon Stewart's into pit lane, Carlos Ruiz has just had an incident as well. And his car is completely cooked, Jim.
Oh, he is, yeah. It's lights out for Carlos, literally. Newman and Landon Stewart are in pits now, so they're making that third pit stop. Which, Tim will not have to pit.
He won't. He's
So-
good now to the end, but he's not going to be with them because he would have given up roughly a minute.
Yeah,
to
no, he's
them.
not going to be with them, but
No.
he is going to be able to make up some of that time on them, and certainly enough to stay ahead of Nitty. Obviously.
So I think Carlos has already used his faster pet tonight, has he not? Although he'll be waiting for his toe because he towed back, so
yeah,
that's going to be a significant amount of time.
Yeah, significant, right? And yeah, he's meatballed up. I don't know if he used it or not. I know he's had a couple of incidents, but I don't know that any of them were necessarily that level.
Yeah.
Well, we got some pretty big gaps now. Stewart is 3 seconds behind Newman. That's with, what do we got, 14 minutes left. I mean, he's fast. He might could make that up. I don't, we'll see. That's going to be an interesting run to the end for him. And then Keene is, where is he at now? So Keene is 2 minutes behind the leader. And they've already pitted.
2 minutes. Yeah, they've just pitted. That's how much time he gave up.
Yeah, well, that's, considering what happened to him, he did a pretty good job of managing that, really.
I think the bigger management was keeping it ahead of Mike. He could not
Right.
give up a toe and give up 3 minutes. That would have been detrimental.
54 seconds ahead of Mike right now.
Yeah. So if he has another incident like that and he ends up in pit lane, that's it. He is out of the race. And Mike Nitti would need to gain one position more to win the championship. Or somehow get the
Tim
out of the race.
absolutely needs to slow that car down and keep it under control from here on.
Yeah. Because if somebody has an incident between so if he obviously has an incident, ends up in pit lane, and then another car has an incident, ends up in pit lane, that's going to give Mike Nitti the crucial 3 positions that he needs.
What is going on with
to win the championship? Pueblo's having blinking issues, I believe. Nitty's into pit lane now, so is Daniel Nans. So their final stop is now coming.
Okay, so he's even going to have Keene's going to have even more gap on Nitty because Nitty
that's
hadn't
right,
pitted.
because he hadn't pitted yet. So
Puebla's blinking. That was what was going on there because that was really weird.
Yeah.
But he and Culloden are right on top of each other too.
Oh, they are indeed. They are indeed right on top of each other at this stage. It's a battle for P3 in this race.
I have to say, that's a pretty
season.
good run for Culloden. I mean, no insult to him or anything like that, but he's
up one, but in a consistent position.
I mean, just we've seen him have issues. Like he's quick enough for a lap or so, but he hasn't necessarily had the consistency, especially to run for this long of a race and maintain it like that. I think that's a pretty impressive run from Kenneth, to be honest with you.
Well, he's going to go for it down the Rolex straight towards the Audi corner. As he tries for it around the outside. And then into the inside under brakes. Hanging around the outside is Puebla trying to hang on here. Here's Adrian. Is he going to come out the other side? The benefactor, or is it going to be Culloden? There's contact. They've collided. Culloden's run wide. And Puebla tunks back into P3. This is heating up, and it's heating up at the front of the field as well. Newman has been chased down by Landon Stewart, which is now less than a second gap. Although Stewart and Newman are struggling up there.
Tim Keene crashed.
Again? No, he pulled over. He pulled over to let traffic past him, but he's got Ratton now on his heels.
Why would he?
So this is now for position.
Why would he?
I don't think he realizes that he can still win the title.
What is he doing?
But this battle continues. I mean, he doesn't need to battle Aaron, to be fair, because he's still finishing ahead of Mike. But front end of town, Stewart and Newman continue to battle away for the race lead. As Newman goes back past Stewart. As they come down the Mulsanne, encased in darkness. Which one of them is going to come out on top? It's Landon Stewart who now leads the way.
Yeah, he made that 3 minutes up pretty fast, didn't he? Or 3 seconds up pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fast, man. And I love the fact that he's not driving a Porsche.
Is off the road. Puebla's gone off. Big damage on the back of that Porsche.
Oh my gosh. This thing is getting crazy.
It's getting crazy.
And it's almost like solo incidents and stuff. Ish, anyway.
Yeah. Also, Mike Nitty's dropped below Daniel Nance. Nance took significantly less fuel, so he actually calculated what he needed. And I don't think he actually took tyres. I think he only took fuel to Daniel Nance.
Well, if you remember, Nance took tires on the first pit stop, probably so he wouldn't have to take them later in the race. And then, of course, we know he smacked the wall because of that, because he was warming them up. But, so I think Nan's plan was to take tires early in the race so he didn't need to take them late in the race, which was, not necessarily the worst move in the world, for sure.
Well, this is really heating up between them now as they battle away. A lot of drivers getting involved in these battles as they continue to fight for position tooth and nail as best they can.
So Keane right now is almost 2 minutes ahead of Nitty.
Yep, it is a significant gap between them.
Yeah.
And with 7.5 minutes to go, it's not likely he's going to give up that lead over him and for Mike to gain 2 positions.
Right. That's the thing, the gaining 2 positions.
Right now, Mike needs to be where Daniel Baquero is in P8 if Tim were to end up where Mike is in P10. Like, he needs those. He needs Nans and Baquero between him and Keane for himself to win the championship. It is struggle street for some drivers. If he does get the fastest lap, he only needs to beat Keane by 1 position. But that will be a hell of an effort for Mike Nitty to try and pull that off, seeing as his fastest lap is at 3:34, and the others are in the 3:25s.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I mean, let's be realistic. That's
maybe he has a secret rocket ship on board that car.
We know he can drive fast. He can drive well in the rain. Everybody's got to. That's his. He did well in the rain. But he is not going to. He's not going to make his fastest. He's not going to jump his fastest lap of the race by 10 plus seconds. That's not going to happen.
That's right.
No, especially not at dark. It's just harder to see the spots, and it's just it's not happening. I mean, the only argument you might have is that he'll have a light fuel load and better grip, but still.
Well, as we continue on, we have got 6 minutes to go in this race here this evening. It has been a long one for them, an hour and a half of racing around the wondrous Circuit de la Sarthe. We're on lap 24 at the moment. I was pretty close to my prediction, the amount of laps we're going to do, Jim. We're probably going to get 26 laps, maybe 27. I think 26.
What'd you say?
I said we were going to get 25. I said between 25 and 30. And it looks like we're going to get probably about 26 out of this race. Because Landon is just coming up to the Porsche Curves. There's about to be 5 minutes to go. I think it's going to be 2 more laps, and there'll be a little bit of overtime in there. So, but time will tell. If we cross the line at 1 hour 20, I'd have to be 1 hour and 26 minutes and 40 odd seconds or 30 odd seconds. So no, it's not going to take us that long to get to the line. Although in saying that, actually, he's only just come onto the Rolex Straight,
No,
so we might.
He's gonna get the white flag this time by.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he might have. He's only just coming up to the Porsche Curves.
Yeah, no, he's definitely gonna. Right now, because he's gonna. Yeah, this is gonna be the white flag lap after when he crosses the finish line this time.
Oh, is it going to take him 60 seconds to get from the Ford Curves to the line, though?
Yeah, you don't think?
He's at the Ford. No, he's only at the Ford Curves. Surely that's not 60 seconds.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
It's going to be close. Clock is ticking. We'll see if Barney throws out the white flag. Let's watch him. See if he brings it out. He's not. It's going to be 2 more.
It is indeed.
So we're going to go 26 laps around Circuit de la Sarthe. So 26. I was only 1 lap off, actually. I feel pretty good about that.
That is pretty good, yeah. Well, we've seen this battle happen once or twice this season so far.
Oh, we have Jacob.
No, this is
Avery Hart and Lucia Tosi.
Yeah.
Battle is heating up once again between the Porsches as they fight away.
So what's going on with Hart and Gruber in the points situation?
Because Hart can only get P5. Well,
okay,
it's
so
P5
that's
or better.
Okay, so
yeah,
that's
Gruber can't do it.
Okay.
It's not enough points difference between them. It's not enough between them at the moment, but what we can see is Avery is putting massive pressure here on Lucia for P4 on the road. Bit of pride between them for this battle, as it has continued on all throughout this race. And Avery Hart is putting mass pressure now onto Lucia Tosi.
Yep.
As he continues to apply it and slowly massage it onto Lucia ahead. And look at that pressure on the back of that car. Just the headlights are parked underneath the rear wing. He's going camping in a tent underneath that rear wing. As they run through the second Mulsanne chicane. So they've got 1 3/4 laps for this battle to commence. 1 3/4 laps for Avery Hart to get past Lucia. 1 3/4 laps for Lucia to defend and hold on to P4 in class. In what has been a fantastic battle all throughout this season between them. They've probably been, well, they probably know each other better than anyone else on the road at this stage of the season.
Oh, yeah.
As Avery gets that job done over Lucia Tosi.
Yeah, for sure. Well, probably shouldn't have the same camera angle up both of them, so I'll change mine.
Well, I was on board with Lucia.
Well, yes, but you were on her rear wing earlier, and then
I was
on in her in-car. I mean, I was in Avery's in-car, and then I jumped to her in-car. But either way, it's the only battle we've got within a second right now on the track, except for Pino. Something just happened to Pino.
In pit lane.
Oh, okay. All right.
He hasn't. I think the rest of them have been saving fuel.
It's so
and
weird.
I think he maybe realizes it's going to be slightly overtime, maybe.
He's just always been so good at saving fuel. I wonder if the Aston, he's just not.
Well, actually, looking at it now, so they went to lap 16, Jim, and they're up to lap 22. But they're not going to need 2 more laps. They only need 1 more, so they should be fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very, very weird, but it does now mean that Jacob Gruber is now the race leader for the GTD Pros as we come on to the final lap of the race. And for Landon Stewart, he should be getting the white flag.
Barney didn't
30
move.
seconds to go. Barney's not waving the flag, though, but it should be 1 more lap.
Oh, we're definitely there now, for sure.
He hasn't pulled the white flag yet, unless it's the 90 minutes plus 1 lap. But surely not.
It's definitely not, and don't call me Shirley. Go back back to some 80s humor there for you.
Thought your name was Shirley Not.
Right, exactly. Oh, that was such a stupid movie.
So 90 minutes of racing tonight for this whole season. Of course, it has been.
I would
we've
argue that tonight's GTP racing was the best racing of the season.
Well, at the end of it, we're getting into
the best GTP racing of the season, I should say.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, through now 630 minutes for the whole season, in terms of race time that we've had.
You did that.
Thank you. 630 minutes across the season, 9 60-minute races, 1 90-minute race, countless kilometers and miles covered across a world tour of sports car racing venues, Grand Prix venues as well, through 2 seasons of this Series 2, as we ride with Landon Stewart for the final time here tonight at Circuit de la Sarthe out at Le Mans and in towards the back straight. It is a somber moment for some, perhaps a happy moment for others, who knows. But what it is it's the final lap on Motormouth Broadcasting for High Point Racing through the GT Challenge.
Yes.
IMSA Championship as well. 2 seasons of the IMSA Championship, 1 season of the GT Challenge. Through highs, through lows, through criticism from both ends, through discussions, through random topics spoken about. Full-fledged tonight. Speaking about music and Star Wars. We didn't even get to talk about food.
Didn't need to. We had other things to argue about.
Oh, I know. We mentioned meatballs. So we did get food in there somewhere.
In there, that's right.
It has been a pleasure across the seasons that we've had, watching drivers' racing careers continue upon, calling their narratives, putting them out there for everyone to watch and view through sometimes rose-tinted glasses, other times through clear window pans. But what it's been is a story of dominance for some drivers, a story of poor luck for others, a story of what-ifs, and a story of why has this happened the way it's happened. But it's all crescendoed here tonight in Le Mans. It's all crescendoed here tonight for the final time as we come through the final few corners. Landon Stewart will cross the line at Le Mans after the 90 minutes of racing. 26 laps completed. He'll take the checkered flag and the race win for the GTP class. Owen Newman, a little bit further behind him, will come home in P2 with Kenneth Culloden 1 minute and 3 seconds back yet to cross the line. Daniel Pino's crossed the line in P2 for the GTD Pro class. Jacob Gruber actually has to do a whole other lap because he crossed the line right in front of the race leader. So he actually has to do his extra lap now. Avery Hart, of course, has won the GTD Pro Championship tonight because of where he will finish this race. He cannot finish lower than 5th in that GTD Pro field. John Weinrich as well, dominant as ever this season, will win the GTD Pro-Am class. Daniel Nans won our LMP2 class much earlier in the season, and then that one was knocked away. And for Tim Keen, he is the Porsche Curves away. The Ford Curves in the final few corners from being a back-to-back GTP champion. Wasn't the most dominant season for him in comparison to season 1. Or season 2.
I mean, I hope that's accurate. I mean, with the points thing, that we, there's still some. I feel like there's some questions out there that we may not, have all the answers to. But
well, for Tim, I mean, this looks to be it's 2 in a row.
Yes,
and
it
what
would
it
appear
also
that
looks
way.
to be as well is after a season that was arguably not his greatest, after a season that was marred by mistakes, marred by performances that we would not expect upon him, he is still going to walk away the GTP champion for the High Point Racing IMSA Championship. As he crosses the line in P6 tonight, it is enough to win the title ahead of Mike Nitti Jr. with Kane Crawford away for the last 2 weeks. The title has been placed in the hands of Tim Keen of Keen Lewis Racing. All 4 titles wrapped up once John Weinrich crosses the line. He's got a couple more corners to go as Tim celebrates the championship win. once John crosses the line, he will be officially crowned the Pro-Am champion, and all 4 will be crowned here tonight for Daniel Nans of LMP2, which, as I said, ended about 4 rounds ago.
Not really sure you should be doing burnouts, though, when cars are still on the track racing.
Yeah, there's still cars finishing their race. He hasn't really gone far enough around.
No.
Avery Hart, who was dominant throughout this season, and it must be said, probably not the best we've seen from Daniel Pino either. We expect better of him. Lucia Tosi, she was a star this season. One of the stories of the season was Love Alcudia.
Absolute bright spot, you know. Yeah, Lucia.
Lucia.
She's really
Luca.
Luca. That's oh, that story came full circle this year, literally, didn't it?
It did.
Oh man, that's so
as John
funny.
Weinrich will cross the line, and he'll take the Pro-Am championship as well. So Jacob Gruber is still a ways away from winning the race for the pros, but he hasn't won the Pro Championship. But that'll be it. When he crosses the line, that'll be the last car to finish this race. I think Daniel Nance has already finished. He has indeed. So, what a race, what a season, what a championship to be thrown out there. Was it perfect? No, it wasn't this season. But what it did give us was great racing. It must be said, Jim.
Yeah, we definitely saw some good racing, and
this was probably the best season in terms of racing and battling from the lower class of cars.
From the GTD cars, yes.
Yeah, the GTDs, yeah.
Clearly, I think last season, the LMP2 class this year could, obviously was pretty much non-existent. But
the LMP2 class just didn't exist, unfortunately, Jim.
No,
it's a real shame.
But the GTPs were interesting. It was kind of hit or miss, but I have to say it closed out with a bang. There was a lot of good racing here tonight.
Yeah.
Very entertaining. Carried the broadcast tonight, 100%.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Complete transparency. I thought everyone was going to spread out and we were going to be sitting here for 90 minutes.
So did I.
Wobbling about, which we did do.
AC/DC and Star Wars, you mean?
Is the case of Lamoy. It does happen, but we had some fantastic racing tonight.
We did. We did have some good racing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. There's your results.
Yeah, the results of Landon Stewart takes down the race win ahead of Richard Newman, John Dredden for the top 3, Kenneth Glodden, Adrian Puebla. Ahead of Tim Keane, Aaron Ratton, Daniel Becerra, Daniel Nance, Mike Ninney Jr. Tim Keane has now won the GTP Championship for the second season in a row. Jacob Gruber wins the race tonight for the GTD Pros ahead of Daniel Pino. Donald Powell is in the Pro class, Jim. I don't know why he's classified as a Pro-Am, but he is a Pro. He was third in Pro.
Who?
Ahead of Avery Hart, Donald Powell. Out of Avery Hart and Lucia Tosi. Avery wins out for the GTD Pro class. Alexander Kaforshin wins for the GTD Pro-Ams out of Liam Hubble and John Weinrich, who locks out that championship for himself as well. Our 4 champions this season, Tim Keane, Daniel Nance, Avery Hart, and John Weinrich. Carlos Ruiz just nursed it across the line in the end ahead of Chris Coy, John Voigt, Wick Santiago, Jack Clark, Christian Ruiz, Jason Lepan, Cameron DeMonk, and Andrew Davis never made it past lap 1 or the start line. Cameron DeMonk didn't even make it past lap turn 2. Made a mistake, and that was it for him. So that's the end of that one for this evening. We'll start by having a quick chat to our race winner of the GTD Pro class here this evening in Jacob Gruber. Jacob, congratulations. Race win for yourself, sir. Great job tonight. Unfortunately, wasn't enough pros on track for you to be able to surpass Avery in the end for the championship, but a solid result to end out your season. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just won another one from saving fuel. So this, I guess, this McLaren's pretty fuel efficient.
And, fuel save can be a massive game and a massive gain for you as well. You turned it into a 2-stop strategy, so it worked out in your favor tonight. A tough season at times for you. Avery had some great pace, but you were a real sneaky assassin this season. P2 in the championship. Does that feel pretty good after this season, or do you think there was more on the table for you?
No, I think is maybe better than I could have expected. Maybe if I think Daniel missed some races, so if he had turned out for a full season, it would have been a lot closer. But yeah, obviously Avery has incredible pace, and he seems pretty experienced with racing GT3. So this is my first ever league season in the GT3 car. So I'm very happy with that. I think I learned a lot. Yeah, definitely. There's like strategy with these cars. So I'm looking forward to next season.
Well, a great run from yourself tonight and this season as well, Jacob. Congratulations on P2 in the championship and the GTD Pro win as well. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before we let you go this evening?
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys. I appreciate your commentary. Enjoy it. So thank you, and hopefully we'll have you for next season.
Well,
unfortunately, we're not.
Yeah,
back
we're
next
not.
season,
No, we're not back for next
so,
season. But
yeah,
you know
so
what?
this
It's been fun watching
awesome.
you develop in this car this year, and I'm sure we'll cross paths down the road somewhere on a broadcast somewhere down the road.
Yeah, that's all right. I got you guys. I got your channel subscribed, so I'll check in on it and watch you guys.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jacob. Massive appreciations to you. Congratulations on the success this season, and best of luck into next season as well. We'll be watching from afar and keeping an eye on how you're going, but best of luck.
All right, awesome. Cheers.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have our Pro-Am winner here this evening in Alexander Kaforshin. Alex, congratulations. P1 in the Pro-Ams tonight for the race win. Did Alex race last week? Or is this his first race? Oh, is this your first race tonight?
First race this season, actually. I've been busy.
Wow. Well, first race and a race win. What could have been for 10 other rounds of the season, Alex? I mean,
I know, right?
might have put the pressure on John. Well, I suppose it's a good thing for next season then. Gives you a bit of, a bit of confidence going into next season that maybe you could actually challenge for the Pro-Am Championship as well. Race win tonight, 90 minutes at Le Mans. Often at times, it's one of those circuits that's better to drive than better to broadcast. How was it inside the cockpit of your car?
Oh, it was wonderful. We did 24-hour just a couple months ago, and it was reminiscing that the whole time. It was fun.
Now, off the back of tonight, obviously, I mean, it's not a direct comparison because it is a 90-minute race. Le Mans is obviously a lot much bigger circuit, much wider as well. Are you feeling a bit of confidence coming out of tonight's result heading into next season now, knowing that you can win a race like this, or do you think the 60-minute races could be a bit different?
No, I think honestly the result would have been the same if it was 60 minutes or not. Me and Liam were battling from the beginning and then kind of just left the rest of the group, which was fun. He's a buddy of mine. But no, the confidence, I definitely didn't expect to win. So this is a nice little boost and makes me definitely more excited for next season.
Well, you drove spectacularly tonight, Alex. We won't be broadcasting next season, but we wish you the best of luck in season 4. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before we let you go this evening?
Sure. Shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, first of all, and then my lovely wife for putting up with this hobby of mine. My buddy Liam, who I was racing with, like I said, that was fun and clean, and my friend Tim Maslow.
Very good, Alex. Best of luck next season. We won't be seeing how you go on our end, but we hope that you have a good season next season.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks so much, you too. Next up, we have our now two-time GTP champion. He finished P6 on the road tonight, but it was good enough to win the title. It is Mr. Tim Keane. Tim, after what can only what we described as probably a very, as a whole, disappointing season based on your previous performances in this series, a very good result tonight. Drove very, very well at the front of the field for the majority of the race. Unfortunately, an incident late in the race meant you dropped down some positions, but doesn't matter. Oh, he left. Let's see if he comes back.
Oh?
No, Tim's muted. We'll have to go in the interview room. Hang on, Tim. We'll put you back in there. Hang on. We'll have to go in the interview room to chat to him, Jim, because apparently he doesn't have voice access in this channel.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm glad you caught on to what I was.
Is that working, Tim? There we go. Hello, Tim.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you didn't have voice access in that one. That's fine. Tim, what we described as probably a less than optimal season from yourself based on your performances last season. You had
this season was terrible, man.
Yeah. You had some good highlights though throughout the season, but tonight you pulled it off when it mattered. You were driving very, very well prior to that incident towards the end of the race.
Yeah, that was me just, I was triple stinting the tires. I was like, man,
Yeah.
it's the last race of the season. Like, I'm not going to lift. It's Indianapolis. I'm not lifting.
I mean, you drove incredibly well tonight. In that battle, you gave us goosebumps throughout that battle with Owen and Landon.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Tonight was probably the most confident we've seen you drive in a long time.
Yeah, probably.
Have you got any answers for us?
Right?
Yeah, well, have you got any answers for us why it's been like this season for you? Because you just haven't looked like the Tim Keen of old.
Drinking.
Okay. Makes sense.
A few drinks here and there, I guess. I mean, normally I'll be golfing and then come home and do the races. So I'm sure if I wasn't golfing and, having a couple swing lubes here and there, that would probably help.
That's
But
the best answer I've ever heard in my life.
Well, it's the one we didn't even think about, to be honest with you, Tim.
No.
And we
Never
come up with all
never
sorts
at
of
once did we think, man, he's probably just drunk from golf.
Yeah,
That's
we had a whole bunch of conspiracies, Tim, that ranged from
Oh yeah, from you cheating
upgrading
to
equipment,
yeah,
cheating.
yeah, oh yeah.
all
Your
sorts
dad
of
stopped
stuff,
doing
like-
setups for you.
Yeah,
nothing's changed. The only thing that's
It's
changed
just-
is the amount of swing lube I get until about hole 3 or 4.
Yeah. Well, Tim, I suppose then we can kind of parlay that off to another question then. Do you get better with every swig?
Oh, yeah.
Not driving.
Shit, you
Clearly.
got to get
at
loose,
golf.
right?
At golf, does every swing get better the more swigs you have?
Well, you think they do
Yeah,
anyway.
the name of the game is to have fun and feel loose, right? Like
That's true.
I ain't going to PGA. I'm just here to have fun.
Very true. I was wondering maybe if what's the balancing of rough to rough in that one? Like how many roughy drinks do you need before you end up in the rough too often? I mean, is it 3 or 4 or is it 5 or 6?
Oh shit, we're getting into double digits.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
I ain't a lightweight over here. Come on, man.
All right, so here I'm gonna give you a quick story since we hadn't talked to you all year, and I've got great stories, so I'm gonna share a story with you. I caddied on the Pro Golf Tour for 1 year, way back, long before you two were ever a twinkle in your father's eyes, back in 1993, and I set the caddy record for the caddy pro tournament, where the pros caddied for their caddy. And I drank 36 beers in 9 holes.
Damn, John Daly.
Well, actually, I was out on tour with John Daly at that time. He was around back in those days. So yeah, and you talk about being in the rough. So I spent a year out there, and of course, I never really had good bags, because it takes a while to establish that, right? So all the guys I was caddying for were, on the struggle bus and whatever. And so when I came home, I was going to write a book, and I never did. And the name of my book was going to be 30 Weeks in the Rough, Still Looking for the Fairway.
30 weeks in the rough.
Yep, 30 weeks in the rough, still looking for the fairway. Okay, there you go. I just wanted to share that with you.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, 36 beers and 9 holes, man. Needless to say,
That's
I had
incredible.
I had to be poured into the hotel room after that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably wasn't walking straight, let alone driving straight.
No,
I
wasn't
driving.
No, I was driving the golf cart for most of the day, though.
Yeah, well, at least you kept it. At least you kept it on the course.
Well, I'm a big dude, and when I was young, I had a really high alcohol tolerance because I started drinking pretty young. But yeah.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, well, I
Shit
started.
happens.
I
That's
was
life.
well. I was. I could buy alcohol at 15 because I was so big, and I had a beard. So
I mean, that's kind of how it is for me being 6'4". So
I was 6'4" when I was 13. No, anyway.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I really was. I was 6'4" at 13, 14 maybe. But anyway, so yeah, man, congratulations. I can't lie to you. I never this year expected that we would be sitting here having this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I can't believe I even won the championship. But I mean, hey, I just got a D plus on the group project and just fucking won. So how about that?
Oh
Yeah,
my
good
goodness.
to talk to you. I mean, it's been a long season. I've been missing you guys. I'm gonna miss you guys, as obviously this is
Yeah.
the finale.
Yeah, it is.
So
It is
I'm
indeed.
glad I'm the last person to speak. I guess that's something cool, right?
That is actually. That's kind of.
I'll pretty much be the
appropriate.
first and the last.
So
So I think that's fitting.
yeah, no, that's actually
But
cool. Yeah. Um, but I'm
other
sure
than that,
I'm sure we'll cross paths at some point in time down the road.
yeah, we'll cross paths, I'm sure. And Hamish, I do want to say thank you. You absolutely made the car look fantastic this season. So,
Hey, if you want my touch on next season, Tim, you know where to find me. So
yep, I know where to find you guys. Love you guys. I mean, you guys do fantastic. So,
All right, buddy.
I'm sure we'll keep in the touch.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Well,
Yeah,
like I
Yeah,
said, I'm sure at some point in time we'll cross paths again.
I hope so. Well, you guys take care. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too.
Hope to see you guys again.
Good luck on
No
good
worries.
luck on
Thank
your
you so much,
swing
Tim.
lube.
Yeah, I need it. Cheers,
Thank you
man.
so much,
Y'all
Tim.
have a
Peace
good one.
out.
See you, buddy.
You too. Bye.
Oh, I definitely will miss that dude. I missed him this year.
Well, Jim, after all that, that's a season done.
It is.
And that's us done
That is us.
for this series.
Yep.
It's me done for. Oh, no, I've got one left for Motormouth next week
Yep.
out at Daytona.
Yes, that's right. And
Uh,
then done for the year for
yeah.
you. I got a few more left.
yeah, I've got 3 broadcasts to go. One on one channel, one on my channel, and one on your channel. And then my year is finished. for
Apparently, your dog is
2025.
very excited about you having time off
It's
as
probably
well.
It's probably the postman, actually. We are expecting some parcels today, so it'll be that. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's watched along with us across the
Yes.
journey here in High Point.
Yep. And hey, thanks to High Point. I mean, we've had our ups and downs, but we appreciate the opportunity, and we are we're thankful that we got to be here. Met a lot of great racers, and had a lot of good times. Had a lot of funny moments along the way, and like I said, just on to different things.
On to different things. Both parties onto, other opportunities.
Yeah.
We've still got sports car racing to come in 2026.
Plenty of
We've got
that.
GT Challenge stuff. We've got the new LMP2 and GTD or GT3 series coming your way Friday nights next season as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
So there's still going to be sports car content coming your way on the channel. It's going to be a fun time for 2026. You guys do not want to miss it. You want to be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, the bell icon too, so you're notified whenever we go racing on the channel. Plenty of oval stuff to come your way. Plenty of sports car racing stuff as well. So there's so much more to be on offer for you here at Motormouth Broadcasting. A big shout out to our series sponsors, our stream sponsors, DRE Digital Race Engineer, Track Cams by Gourmet, and the Roasted Record as well. Big thank you to those guys for helping support us here on the channel. Be sure to support us into 2026. There's more to come. Similar leagues, same leagues, new leagues coming into 2026 . There's more content to come your way once again.
Yes.
All the above. Yeah.
And we will be back right here in this time slot on Thursday nights U.S. time. So tune back in, see what we got going on. We're gonna have some good stuff.
Exactly right, and we look forward to seeing you guys again soon. I'll be back with you next week, Jim, when we head out to Daytona for GT Challenge.
Yep.
There's stuff to come your way across the weekend as well. You guys want to check out Eye2Eye, Oak House, Heart to Heart as well. There's plenty of stuff to come your way across the
Sunday,
weekend.
the new coffee cup sports car
Coffee Cup as well.
GT3 league on Sunday mornings.
From OGRL.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good time.
Yep.
I was going to say it's been a massive pleasure once again throughout this year, Jim, to
Always.
work with you and
Yes.
work here on the channel. It's been a great time. There's more to come next year. I know that you're seeing less of me and Jim together now. That's just how things have worked out at the moment in terms of our scheduling and how things are being scheduled. But we'll always find a way to at least work with each other once a week. So we'll figure something out whenever it is. And of course we've got Ewan. Tom makes an appearance every now and again. Alex makes an appearance every now and again now as well.
Oh, by the way, let's not forget that you got your new Tuesday night series coming up in at the start of the year on the channel as
Yes.
well, which is
Yes.
going to be one of the coolest if you're into oval racing. And I know Bailey is out there. He was out there in chat. I'm not sure if he still is, but Hamish is going to be broadcasting on the channel here. He's going to be leading the charge on our new street stock league called XCal. It's a money league where these guys they have car owners and they have big payouts, and these guys race clean. They charge $1 per incident point, so they race clean and they race hard. And one of the coolest things is they have no speed limit on green flag pit stops. They literally come down pit road at over 100 miles an hour. It's awesome. It's going to be so much fun. So that's going to be a really cool league, and they got like hired gun drivers in there and car owners that are out there to make money, like real car owners. It's a really cool league. So that's gonna be a fun one. So let's not forget about that. That starts up in January on Tuesday nights, and Hamish is going to be there for your entertainment pleasure.
Who will be there with me, Jim?
Well, we've got you. We've got a guy named Wesley that's coming in, and he is. He's not quite the redneck announcer, but he is an American Southern type broadcaster. It's going to be a lot of fun. You two are gonna have a hoot together.
Forward to it. But big thank you to everyone who has joined us here this season. Appreciate your time and effort being here with us once again. I've been Hamish Rondo alongside Jim Cunningham, so appreciate your time. We'll see you guys next time we're together again, next Wednesday night out for GT Challenge at Daytona. But until then, stay safe, drive hard, and as always, bye for now.